Of all the sights of the Palau experience, the Cathedral Cave for me was the most memorable. The entrance to the complex, not a stone's throw from the main harbour area, was unremarkable to say the least, and although the visibility outside the entrance was poor, as soon as we passed through the portal, a new world of clarity presented itself. The islands of South Palau are the remains of a flooded karst system, which has been formed over millennia by rain and surface water eroding a large plateau of porous limestone, forming channels above ground as well as underground caves and river systems. At one time above sea level, the porous nature of the rock allowed water to seep through, dissolving minerals along the way to form calcium bicarbonate, which, when it came into contact with air and dripped from the ceiling of a cave, formed deposits of calcium carbonate, which eventually grew into the stalactites we see today. Several thousand years ago, these caves also formed shelter for the earliest settlers of the Palauan archipelago, and it is only recently that archaeologists have begun to piece together the early history of the area by excavating the floors of several caves which are still above sea level and were used as living areas or burial sites. Eventually, at the end of the last ice age, sea levels rose and the plateau was flooded, leaving the remaining higher limestone hills to form the islands we see today. For the tourist diver, however, such detail was irrelevant, as the spectacle Cathedral Cave presented was one of calm, peace and tranquility.
And then guys, if you look over there, you can still see a small path leading up in limestone. There's actually a fifth air chamber. I've never been inside, but Sharon apparently has. Share your experiences.
Everybody keep it here, let's go. Nah guys, it's really cool inside, like I said earlier. But yeah. Fortunately, I think maybe only the girls can go.
average depth of the dive didn't exceed 15 metres or so, but the unfamiliar structures, the silence and clarity of the water left you feeling as if you were diving in space or exploring some alien world. On the return journey, we just dropped down to mid-water, turned off our lights and followed the ever-widening pool of light to the entrance and safety beyond. Cathedral Cave, a fitting finale to a great dive trip.